if you don't reach a stage of being willing either to forgive each other or to overlook the cultural differences. And they're easy to overlook at the beginning, but the longer they stay there without changing, the harder it can be. But you have to make a conscious choice. And sometimes the person doesn't repent because they don't know they need to repent. Repent for being human. Repent for following what my culture has taught me is the right way to behave by sitting too close to you from your vantage. What do you mean repent? And walking through those issues are an important part of things for the team to get past that conflict. But in order to do it, if you got a team of a Swede, a German, American, and a South Korean, the team culture is not going to be any one of those. To the extent that the team leader, let's imagine, in this case, the team leader is a German and insists that the Swede and the American and the South Korean all act like Germans, they're never going to get past their tensions with each other. And that's one of the common problems in cross-cultural leadership. We tend to want to insist people be leaders in our own image. But a healthy team that can deal with that is not pure German, not pure Swedish, not pure American, not pure South Korean. They're a blend of all of those. And over the course of time, they learn how to adjust to each other. And then a synergy develops. Because the Korean's passion for a relationship with the Lord is going to infect the German, who might not feel that same level of passion. The German's precision might impact the Swede, who wants to talk things out sometimes to death. And I'm not talking from personal experience there, I'm talking more from theory, but I've seen a lot of these dynamics take place. The North American's pragmatism can help solve problems that the Swede might be very comfortable leaving as problems. And all these can work together, but the team leader, if in this case it's a German team leader, has to figure out how to best harness the good things that the Swede brings to the table, the good things the North American, the American brings to the table, and the good thing the South Korean brings to the table. And it usually generates a culture that's different. The challenge with all these multicultural teams and missions is often they're not stable. You've got people going on home assignment, you've got people going back for deputation, you've got people joining the team, you've got people leaving the team. So you don't have this team of 4 that lives on for 10 years. Usually you're being added to and subtracted from. And in the process, the team has to learn how to be fluid as well, too. And so I would say flexibility is the most important of the norms that teams can have. And sometimes they find when they go to the American's house for dinner, they act more like Americans. When they go to the German's apartment for dinner, they act more like Germans because they've grown to understand each other. And they're willing to do some give and take. But that requires an element of cultural sensitivity that you don't always see on teams. And it really does require a leader who is sharp enough to see some of these things and help point them out in gentle and appropriate ways to people of other cultures.